everyone. Boom! Haha! Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. I'm fired up today. I'm fired up. I am freaking pumped. I'm hyped. And nothing gets me more hyped than stupidity. And the stupid award for the day goes to, they haven't done anything really stupid in a while. In fact, they did something smart. They aligned where they accept IFPA Pro cards now. There's that reciprocal deal because the OCB and IFPA is by far the largest, most prestigious organization in natural bodybuilding. I'm just going to say that because they are. They got the Yorton, they got the Cape, they got the best pro shows. And they have the most pros now. And they got Doug Miller and all those other Cleveland. They got some really great competitors. WNBF did something really stupid, and I'm going to state for the record that I am a bit biased against the WNBF for a couple reasons, and that's because I'm old. Historically, they kicked Dave Gooden out for being on the cover of Iron Man. What better way to promote natural bodybuilding than to have him in one of the top 3 fitness magazines in the industry? So for that, they kicked him out, and he had to defect to the NPC where he became a pro, and he's done really well. The Texas Shredder Dave Gooden, and again, and it's all due to them being back in the day. I don't know who's running it now. I don't really give a fuck. This is enough for me to show me that, maybe they're not that smart. But here's the deal. They used to have this magazine. What was the name of that? Natural Exer, Men's Exers, Men's. It was some, but it was really, and I'm okay with gays, okay? I have gay friends. I know everybody says that, right? But honestly, I wish I was gay so I could share swag with my boyfriend. I mean, I really, really don't give a fuck who you fuck, right? So they had their magazine where every pro, to be a pro, had to sign exclusive to this magazine. And I guess Dave Gooden didn't like doing squats with a guy spotting him from behind like this in a pair of posing trunks oiled up in a gym painted pink. So he decided he made me want to go to Iron Man. And it was a great opportunity for his career. And honestly, that's the reason I heard of Dave Gooden. I mean, in the great scheme of natural bodybuilding, it's not that big of a sport. It's a niche of a niche of a niche. So they also did that. So they make their people be exclusive to WNBF. They couldn't cross over and do other shows. They couldn't earn money anywhere. There's only like 2 pro shows. And they were the biggest game in town. And they literally ran natural bodybuilding into the dirt and made it where it just sucked. Because if you turn pro as a natural bodybuilder, you're confined to being in gay magazines and you couldn't compete anywhere else. You couldn't even utilize your bodybuilding talents. Do what Doug Miller does. Say Doug Miller's there like Doug Gooden did and go and win an NPC show, or as Damon Gillis has done. And thank God Matt Shepley, Remo, and the other guys brought the OCB and IFPA in to pretty much fix. And they literally, it was like this. The WNBF was here and OCB came in and boom, WNBF died. And I still can't believe, other than the way they made it reciprocity with the OCB, I don't think they'd be around anymore, or at least they'd have like 2 shows in the Midwest or something. I'm going to read something over here on my computer, my side profile, watch. By the way, guys, before anybody throws out natty, not natty, I do not compete natural. I support natural bodybuilding. I sponsored multiple dozens of shows this year, and I attended dozens of shows this year. So I'm a big supporter of natural bodybuilding. I do not compete as a natural bodybuilder. I compete in NABA. I am a NABA pro. Disclaimer, so before you throw out, oh, he's claiming this, I ain't claiming shit. I'm just a sponsor and a supporter of natural bodybuilding. And I sponsor a lot of natural athletes. I have in the past. I sponsor a couple. From the world, damn it, my computer just went to sleep. I'm good. It's roid rage. That's why you need to stay natural and go to OCB. All right, or the ANBF. ANBF's a great alternative as well. World Natural Bodybuilding Federation, WNBF, their Facebook, attention athletes, Bio-Gro, and they even misspelled Bio-Gro. They put it with a W. And any supplement containing IGF-1 growth factors is banned by the WNBF and may not be used. Please continue to be vigilant. They spelled vigilant right, but they put a capital in vigilant. You think maybe they copied and pasted it after spell checking on their email program first? Just saying. About your supplement usage. Hashtag INBF. Hashtag WNBF. They hashtag Bio-Gro spelt the wrong way. So they're trying to get views because they're hashtagging shit. Hashtag WADA. Hashtag ban. I'm fucking done. Oh, guys. Cue Jason Blaha video here. It's fucking colostrum. Are you fucking serious? There's 2 companies I know of who are going to have a colostrum product. One is Bio-Gro, which is by far the best seller. And if you do want to buy it at TigerFitness.com. Okay, and Phil Heath has his coming out from Gifted Nutrition. He's a big fan of colostrum. I've liked colostrum since like the 90s. You know, I took it when it was just called colostrum before it was called Bio-Gro. I liked it for digestive health. I liked it for immunity. I've never been a huge proponent of it for muscle growth. I let people make their claims on this channel. I do not debate them on it because at the end of the day, this channel does support a store, which is tigerfitness.com, and it gives them an outlet to promote their stuff as they would in their ads. But I also have never made claims that I gained 18 pounds of muscle on Bio-Gro or yada, yada, yada. At the end of the day, they need to ban beef and they need to ban milk because those also contain IGF-1 enhancing supplements. And also, oh, here's what WNBF is going to, here's what they're going to do. I can tell it right now, right? Well, we just follow WADA. Do you dumbasses realize that WADA had caffeine banned for like the last fucking 10 years? They just recently took it off. Do you guys realize that you have the authority as an organization to fucking modify that, as the OCB does, as the WNBF does? So the point that you're blindly following an organization that didn't even ban Bio-Gro, they just said it's on the watch list, and say that we're banning it because are you gonna have your lie detector guy go, are you on colostrum really? Are you on trend? Okay, can you guys just polygraph? So let's see, do I have anything that resembles a strap here? Cool. So you have your fucking polygraph thing on, right? Let me put this under my nipples. Hold on. So you're polyed up, right? You got Chad Austin there fucking doing your poly. Let's assume he does some OCB. Chad's there, the president of OCB. He's like, okay, you know, he asked the control question, you know, have you fucked a goat? Is your name Bill? You know, do you like midgets? Shit like that, right? And then you're like, okay, have you ever taken Trenbolone? Have you ever taken Deca, Durabolin? Have you ever taken Winstrol? Have you ever taken diuretics? Have you ever taken colostrum? Fucking SMH, bro. Are you fucking serious? WNBF. Are you serious? You guys really need to evaluate what the fuck you're doing. I was being quiet. I haven't said shit. I'm still bitter about the Dave Gooden thing, really. And I love natural. I love me some WNBF pros, man. Kurt Weiner, Rob Moran. Fucking, I love them. I mean, not like in a, Kurt doesn't swing that. I do a little bit just on weekends, but Kurt would kill me if he found out I had a crush on him, which I do. Fuck, I shouldn't have said that. But at the end of the day, man, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. You're banning colostrum. Let's ban beef. Let's ban fucking, I mean, what else? What? Did you even fucking read what's in fucking Bio-Gro? It's creative labeling, man. It's colostrum. It's got fucking IGF. It's fucking naturally in there. So as I'm going to end with, and this is a long video because I had a lot to rant about. As an organization, the WNBF is a privately held organization. They have every right, and I support them making anything they want banned because at the end of the day, natural organization and natural bodybuilding is up to the promoters and up to the people who run that organization to determine what is natural and what isn't. There is no set definition by law except for what WADA has, and WADA is as dumb as a fucking stack of bricks. So, or a pile of shit. So by blindly following WADA and using that to justify their ignorant decisions, I'm all for that because they're a private organization, but I am also a free market economist and I'm a libertarian. It's our right as consumers and it's your right as a natural bodybuilder to support and compete in organizations that aren't stupid. For that, I recommend the WNBF and the OCB as the organization. So when you're setting out your list of shows to compete in for the year, look at the WNBFnatural.com website and, of course, OCB Bodybuilding. I believe it's the Fitness Net. I'm going to list those sites down below. And to anybody who competes in WNBF and disagrees with me, it's my opinion. I think this is stupid. I think the Dave Gooden thing was stupid. And I think forcing people to be in a gay magazine to get any publicity was stupid as well. I also think that arrogance will kill an organization. And I also believe that if it wasn't for the OCB coming out, if WNBF was in charge, natural bodybuilding would have sunk a very, very, very bad fucking death. And everybody who wanted to compete naturally would compete as a fake quasi-natural in NPC natural shows where their idea of a drug test is a piss test or a simple handshake or signing an affidavit. Hopefully the handshake comes before the piss test because we don't know if that motherfucker washed their hands. Okay. That's it, guys. I apologize again if I offended anyone. But for those of you who know me, if I am convicted, If I believe in something, I'm going to say it and just not give a fuck. And I'm going to deal with the ramifications later. And if that means that the WNBF won't let me throw money at their organization to sponsor their shows or sponsor their athletes and put them on a blacklist, I'll deal with that consequence. But I have bills to pay. So if you're going to buy Bio-Gro, go to tigerfitness.com for the best prices. And also take a look at Gifted Nutrition's new colostrum coming out. I'm Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com! Because competing in the OCB and the ANBF and saying fuck it to people who banned colostrum,